Hello guys, good morning and welcome to Exampur. Good morning everyone. In today's session we will discuss we will discuss how to write the answer in mains examination, and in today's session we will cover our important topic, that is the rare earth metal. Okay, so answer writing is very essential section or segment in civil services examination, because your merit is decided on the basis of uh, the marks which you obtained in your mains examination and your personality test. So the cutoff is decided, final cutoff is decided on the basis of collective marks of the interview and mains examination. So mains examination has a crucial role in your selection, and in mains answer writing played a very important role. So you should try to focus, you should focus on the answer writing, how to improve your answer writing, how to improve how to induct the important things on the systematic way, in the systematic way during your answer writing. So in today's session we will cover some important topic. Okay, and that topics are relevant for your upcoming examination. So the first question of this session is, if you pay attention on this question, then the question is, what is the rare earth materials? Discuss their strategic and environmental significance with respect to India. Okay, so what is the rare earth material? Rare earth material was in the news because the China has a dominance on the production in the production of the rare earth metal, and the policy, China has changed some policy, and that policy has impact on the USA, and because of this impact on USA, because USA imported it's a you can say that 90% of its rare earth material from China. So USA has been impacted by the change in policy by the China, and that is why this topic was in the news recently. This was in the news, and this is the trend in UPSC. If any topic is in the news, somehow if any topic in news, then it would be an important topic for examination. And rare earth metal or the rare earth material has a new possibilities for the nations. So what is the rare earth metal? Why this rare earth metal is in news, and what is the importance, strategic and the environmental significance of this rare earth material? We should discuss, we should focus on these aspect of the rare earth material. So why this material is called the rare earth material? Rare earth material means this is a group of the materials, this is the group of materials which is found in the earth surface, which is found in the earth. It is called as the rare earth material because to segregate this material from each other is very difficult, and that is why it is termed as the rare earth material. So segregation is difficult, segregation is not easy. That is why it is called the rare earth material. It is not mean that it is rarely found on the earth. It is not rarely, it is found in the abundant condition, abundant quantity, but it to classify, to segregate from each other is very difficult or very expensive. That is why it is called the rare earth material. Okay, so what is the rare earth material? Here we should focus on the, so this is your question. What should be your approach to tackle such type question? What should be the your systematic way to write this type of the question? So if you want to write a proper answer, then you should follow some instruction. You should make a diagram, you should make a picture in your mind to how to write what point, which point should be included in this question, what is requirement of this question. So what should be approach for the tackling of the question? It is very important point in answer writing. Okay, so firstly, when you read any question, firstly focus, or you should emphasize on the understanding of the question. So firstly, understand the question. If you develop understanding of the question, if you understand the question in easy way, then you can easily predict what is the demand of the question. You can easily predict the what is the demand of the question. If you understand the demand of the question, firstly we should understand the what is the demand of this question. Sometimes we write whatever we know, but the demand of the question is different and the answer is different. If you write the answer, if you does not write the answer according to question, if you don't write the answer according to question, then how you can expect the examiner or the copy checker will give you marks? How he awarded you with the good marks? He cannot award, because the demand of the question is different from your answer. So firstly, we should understand the demand of the question. What is the actual demand of the question? Okay, if you understand the demand of the question, then make a draft of the question. Firstly, what should be the approach? What should be the approach to solve this question? Firstly, define the rare earth metal. What is the rare earth elements? Okay, because in your question, this has been asked, what is the rare earth materials? So firstly, you should define what is the rare earth metal or the materials. Describe their strategic and environmental significance. What is their strategic? What is the strategic different significance, and what is the environmental significance? So on the second phase of the question, on the second phase of the answer, you should write this type of the point. Okay, and the next, discuss is important with respect to India. Okay, so why rare earth metal is important for India? What is the scope of the rare earth metal in the India, and what India is trying to give? What India is trying to utilize? What is India is trying to utilize? Trying to do for utilization of any rare earth material. So discuss it important with respect to India. Conclude by giving a way forward. Okay, so in the last, you should conclude the answer by giving a way forward. What should be a way forward for future? Okay, so this should be your would be your approach. Okay, for answer tackling of the for during the answer writing. Okay, so firstly we should understand what is the rare earth metal. What is the rare earth metal? Rare earth metal is basically a set of 17 metallic elements. Basically, this is a 17 metallic elements is collectively called the rare earth material. So what is the rare earth material? Rare earth material is a set of the 17 elements. Okay, so there are many elements found on the earth, and among that elements, a group of the 17 elements is called the rare earth metal or rare earth material. Okay, the scandium and the yttrium are considered rare earth material because they tend to occur in the same ore deposits as lanthanides and exhibit similar chemical properties. Okay, so what is the rare earth metal? This is a extra feature. So they are also referred to rare earth oxides. Rare earth metal is also referred as the rare earth oxides. Okay, why this is this type of the metals or the material is called the rare? Because there is a segregation process is very complex, and segregation process is not easy. Then that is why they are not easily segregated from each other. Okay, so because many of them sold as the oxide compound, and rare earth metal is also called the rare earth oxide, because they are sometimes they are sold, or they are required for in the oxides form. and that is why it is called the rare earth oxide. Okay. So rare earth minerals are not rare, they are commonly found in the earth's crust. Okay, so in the abundance or in the existence, they are not rare. They are commonly found in the earth crust. Okay, these metals are called rare because of the difficulties involved in the extracting metals from the ore. Okay, and you understand that if we extract any element from the earth crust, then elements is not extracting in the pure form. We extract any elements in the oxides from or in the form of the ore, and after the ore extraction we process that elements and we find out the crude or we find out the required elements from that particular ore. But in the rare earth metal, to segregate or to find out, to extract the elements from the ore is very difficult, and that is why it is termed as the rare. So don't be confused that this is the rarely found. This is not rarely, this is the commonly found. The materials, it is commonly found, but it is called rare earth material because of the problem or difficulties involved in the extracting metals from the ore. So you should follow, you should focus on this point. The rare earth metals rarely occur in pure form. This metal is rarely occur in the pure form, and the most of the metals is does not found in the pure form. Almost all the metals is found in the different ore form, whether in the oxide form or in other form. Okay, so rare earth material is rare to find in the pure form, and it is also applied on the other metals as well. Okay, so the cost involved in mining the rare earth metal is very high. Okay, so it is very expensive. Why it is very expensive? Because of the segregation process is very difficult, or the segregation process is very complex, and in the physical appearance, this is the lustrous silvery white soft heavy metals. Okay, so in the physical appearance, if you understand, if you what is the physical appearance of these metals, they are look like this. Okay, scandium, lanthanum, cerium, thulium. Okay, these are the name of the rare earth material or the rare earth metals. Okay, and one important information regarding your examination preparation. Exampur of application is a platform which provided many of the important or the essential material, study material on this platform, on this application, and that study material is very would be very helpful for your examination preparation, your examination. So if you are preparing for civil services examination or other one-day examination in the India, if you preparing for the state PCS examination or the state specialized exam preparation in the northern Indian states specialized preparation, then you this application would be very helpful for you. So you should download this Exampur application. This is Exampur official application, and this official application consists many PDFs which is useful for you, many PDFs and the free study materials, and some free study classes as well. Okay, so if you want to prepare for any examination, if your kin or kith are preparing for examination, any competitive examination in the India, then please suggest them to download this Exampur application, and you should also download this Exampur application. And here is all courses which are for your competitive examination are in very nominal fee, at the very nominal cost. Okay, so I think you should download this Exampur application. Okay, So what is the rare earth material? So I think you understand why this material is called the rare earth material. Okay, why this material is called the rare earth material? The rare earth material has many uses, many uses. Okay, like the rare earth materials uses in the magnet. It is also it has also uses in the metallurgical alloys. This also uses in the phosphorus form, glass and the polishing, catalyst. It is also used as a catalyst. So what is the catalyst? Catalysts are the elements which can change the rate of reaction, chemical reaction. So what is the catalyst? It is also used as a catalyst. Okay, so ceramics, it is also used as the ceramics in the capacitor, sensors, colorants and refractories. Okay, so this is metal or the material which has many uses. So we should emphasize, we should use this type of the metal. We should focus to how we can improve the utilization, how we can increase the utilization of the rare earth metal. So in periodic table, this is the rare earth metal. In periodic table, the colored section is as the rare earth metal, and there is a three category of the rare earth metal. First is the light rare earth metal. Though, so these elements in the periodic table, this is the F block, this is the F block of the periodic table. In the F block, these elements are the light rare earth metal, and this type of the dark green, the elements which is shown in the dark green dark blue color, these elements is the heavy rare earth metal, and in orange color, this is the normal or general rare earth metal. So you can find out here that the rare earth metal is found in periodic table. Mostly, almost maximum rare earth metal is found in F block. Okay, and this is the elements of the F block. So these are the rare earth metal. Okay, these are the rare earth metals. So what is the rare earth metal? Rare earth metal are the metals which is found which is commonly found in the earth crust, but to segregate or to extract from their ore is very difficult or very complex, and that is why these are terms as the rare earth metal. Okay, so I think you have idea about, now you have an idea about the rare earth metal. So which country has the rarest earth metal, or the which country has the contribution in the rare earth metal? So maximum rare earth metal is found in the China, and that is the 44 million metric ton. Okay, 44 million metric ton contribution in the rare earth metal production is done by the China. So China has the maximum rare earth metal production. So rare earth metal production and the reserve, according to 2018 data, latest data is the 2018, the maximum is done by the China. Okay, so you should understand that the China has the maximum rare earth metal deposition, 44 million ton, approximate 44 million ton. Then Australia, then USA, then Myanmar, Russia, India. India is on the 5th position in the deposition of the rare earth metal. Okay, but India's deposition or the India's storage is not so much. Okay, so it is a point of the concern. We will look this point in later. Okay, so China, Australia, US, Myanmar, and Russia and India. Okay, these are the countries which has abundantly storage of the rare earth metal. Brazil and Vietnam have a next highest reserve of the rare earth minerals at the 22 million metric ton. Okay, Brazil and the Vietnam has also deposition of the rare earth metal. Russia has 12 million ton. India has 6.9 million ton of the rare earth minerals. Okay, so India's storage with comparison to the China is very low. China's storage is 44 million, and at the present time, China is blessed with the maximum mineral storage in the world. Maximum at the present time, if you find out the in the almost every mineral, the China is in the top in production of the all metals or the almost every minerals or the in almost you can say the in every metal. Okay. The other leading nation with the high rare earth mineral reserve are the Australia and the United States. Okay. So these are the deposition of the rare earth metal across the world. So China has the maximum deposition of the rare earth metal. If rare earth metal has significance, that means our neighbor or our country, which is our neighbor country, has the maximum deposition. Okay, so this will boost the Chinese economy. Okay, and this is very this will helpful for this would be helpful for the China's economy. The rare earth metal are necessary component of the products across the wide range of the application, especially high-tech consumer products such as the cellular telephone, computer, hard drives, electric and the hybrid vehicles, and the flat screen monitors and televisions. The demand for them are small, although rising, and the mined and the produced in the small quantities are hence the name. Okay. So why the rare earth metals are important at the present time? Now, what is the significance of these rare earth metal? At the present time, we are living in the era of the IT sector or the information technology era. If we are living in the information technology era, we are living in the digital era, and digital era has the different has requirement of the different elements, and this rare earth metals has the significance or the uses in the digital era. So if digitally you will strong, if digitally you if you want to become strong, then you should focus to utilize these type of the metals, and that is why the demand of the such kind of the metal is improving or the rising, and that is why now we are focusing on the rare earth metal. Until now we are not focusing, till now we are not focusing we were not focusing on the use of this type of the rare earth metal, but this is the future metal, and we are moving into the digital era, and by the time we will improve our digital capacity, and for the security or for the you can insurity of the digital security, we should require the uses of this type of element, and that is why the importance of this type of elements has been tolling. Okay, so the importance of this type of the rare earth metal has been told. So uses of the rare earth element, it is used as the catalyst. In this diagram you can understand what is the uses of the rare earth metals. They are also used in the ceramics glasses, they are also used in the polishing, metallurgy and the other uses. The maximum utilization of the this rare earth metal is in catalyst. The maximum uses is in catalyst. Okay, so it is used as the catalyst. Almost 74% of total uses is in the catalyst sector. Okay, so it is also the rare earth metal has been also used in different sector, and you can look in this picture. So it has uses, and in the next time we will discuss about this in detail. Example, has decided to introduce a NCERT batch, and that NCERT batch is a very relevant batch for civil services examiner aspirants, civil services aspirants, as well as other aspirants which are preparing for other UPS examination like the CDS, NDA and the CPF, and the people who are preparing for state examination like CTET or other examination. This NCERT batch would be very helpful for them. So because this batch is planned in the different way, different manner. All the topics, all the things are covered in the topic wise, not in the chapter wise. So NCERT, this NCERT batch would be very helpful for all examinations. So the person who are preparing for the competitive examination should once go through this batch, and this batch will very helpful. And this batch has offer, and that offer is valid for limited time, and at the present time this offer is valid. If you use the NCERT 50 code, then this code will provide you extra offer, and that you will get this course at only 1999 rupees. So if you are getting the NCERT batch, complete NCERT batch from 6th to 12th at this cost, then it is very less. You can say it is very nominal fee, less expensive, and you can join this batch. And you should join this batch, because this batch is very helpful for aspirants. Okay, and you should download the Exampur application. Exampur application is a platform which provides you different things at the very nominal fee. Which provides you to different thing. Different thing means there is a many study material which are essential for your examination, which are helpful in during your preparation for any competitive examination. So you can go. There is a one-stop solution, Exampur application. So you should download this Exampur application and follow the instruction that is given here. You should go at your Play Store and download the application as you will download other application, and the same way you can download this application. Okay, so what is the importance of the rare earth metals? In your question, the first section was asked that what is the rare earth material, and I hope we have done sufficient on the rare earth material. What is the rare earth material, and how this rare earth material is extracted? What is the condition? What is the status of the rare earth material in our periodic table? And now, what is the strategic importance of rare earth minerals? So first is, rare earth minerals are very crucial for India in order to reduce the energy burden. It is an important component in the manufacture of the hybrid vehicles and fuel cells and the LEDs, light emitting diodes. Okay, in LEDs or the light emitting diodes. The government of India is now focusing on the LEDs utilization or the LEDs uses. Okay, so Indian government is providing the free LED or the to the persons to improve or to ensure the use of the LEDs. So we are focusing on the uses of the LEDs, because LED is very we can reduce the energy consumption through the LED uses. Okay, so in this hybrid vehicle, fuel cells and LED, this sector has requirement of the rare earth materials or the rare earth minerals, and that is why we should if we use the rare earth minerals, then it will reduce the burden of the energy consumption. Then we will ensure our country with the energy security. Okay, so energy security matters for any nation, and if you are doing the cost cutting, if you are doing the cutting of the energy with such type equipments, then it would be very helpful for the nation's energy security. Okay, so first strategic use of the importance of the rare earth material in the context of India. This uses of the rare earth material will reduce the energy consumption, because it is utilized in the different sector like the LEDs and the hybrid vehicles, and due to the hybrid vehicles and the LEDs, we can reduce the energy consumption and ensure the energy security. Okay, so this is the first strategic importance. It is the India's dispensable in the manufacture to advanced defense equipments. Okay, so it is also has importance in the advanced defense sector. Okay, so it is if it will be used in advanced defense sector, then it is uh, also has the strategic importance. This is essential for purifying the rivers flowing across the country. So rare earth metals or the rare earth materials would be used in the cleaning of the rivers. We are facing the river problems, we are facing the river pollution, and we are investing a lot of money in the river cleanliness. And if we use this type of the rare earth material for the cleanliness of the earth, of the river, then it would be very helpful for country, and that will uh, reduce the financial burden in river purification or the in river cleanliness. Okay, so fourth one, it is used in the manufacture of the mobile phones. So this is also mobile phones, in the uses of the mobile phones, computers, digital networks, optical fibers, cables, and the other ID gadgets, which would be help in the Digital India program. India is running an ambitious program, that is the Digital India program, and the government is trying to convert the India into the Digital India. We focus on the digital uses of the things. We should focus on the different digital platforms. So there is a program in the India that is called the Digital India program, and now if we use such type minerals, and that is why this industries will be grow, that will help in the to complete this aim of the Digital India program. So it is also has the strategic importance. Okay, so firstly, you should know about the strategic importance of the rare earth material. Now, the next is the demand. According to the demand of the question, what is the significance or the environmental significance of this rare earth material? So, what is the environmental significance? Due to the unique magnetic and the luminescent and the electrochemical properties, rare earth material helps technologies to reduce the emissions and the energy consumption, therefore provides them greater efficiency, performance, speed, durability, and the thermal stability. If we use the rare earth material, because this rare earth material has the unique magnetic and the luminescent feature, and that luminescent and magnetic feature will help to reduce the consumption of the energy or the reduce the consumption of the energy, and that is very helpful for the nation to reduce the consumption of the energy. If we utilize, if we save the energy, then we would use that particular energy or the saved energy in the different way, and that will ensure, that would be ensure the nation in the energy security, that will help in the nation's growth or the prosperity. Okay, so this is the first, environmental significance. Second, they have the distinctive electrical, metallurgical, catalytic, nuclear, magnetic, and the luminescent property, and it is also that properties will also help in the environmental issue, environment protection. The futuristic technologies will need the rare earth material for high temperature superconductivity, safe storage, and transport. Hydrogen for the post hydrocarbon economy. Okay, so India or entire world, whole world is trying to utilize the hydrogen energy as a fuel. Okay, and that rare earth material will be helpful in the usage of the hydrogen fuel, and that is why it is also important. So you can connect this point from the hydrogen fuel. What are the importance of the hydrogen fuel, and how this hydrogen fuel is useful in energy or the environment conservation, that you can associate this point to this point. Okay, so you can associate this thing to the hydrogen environment protection or the hydrogen energy consumption. Okay, how the hydrogen fuel will be helpful in our nation or in environment protection. So that is the significance of the rare earth material, the strategic significance and the environmental significance. Strategic significance and the environmental significance. Now, what is the status of the rare earth material in the India? What is the status of the rare earth material in the India, and how India would be useful, how India would use this type of the metal for their prosperity or the development. So firstly, we should understand what are the status of rare earth metals in the India. So in the India, there are monazite sand is found on the Malabar coast. You studied this point in your geography session. It is the principal source of the rare earths and the thorium. Okay, so rare earth materials main source is the monazite rocks, monazite sand, and this monazite sand is found on the Malabar coast, mostly Tamil in Kerala, Kerala coast. Okay, so rare earth elements contribute a total value of nearly 200 billion to the Indian economy. Okay, so rare earth material is contributed at present time $200 billion. Okay, $200 billion to the Indian economy. India has the world's fifth largest reserve of the rare earth elements, nearly twice as the match as Australia. The quantity of the India's deposition is twice than the Australia's deposition, but it imports most of the rare earth needs in the finished form from its geopolitical rival China. So in initial phase of the lecture, I delivered this that to extract from the ore, what is the difficulty in the rare earth metal? If the rare earth metal is found, this rare earth metal is found in the form of the ore in our earth crust, and this ore is in the different form, or this is a ore is basically in the form of the compounds. Ores are basically present in the form of the compounds. If the ore is found, we have the deposition of any rare earth metal, but this rare earth metal is not freely found. This rare earth metal is found in the form of ore. So there is an extraction of the elements. Extraction of the rare earth elements from the ore is very difficult and expensive. Okay, because why this is expensive? There is a absence of the technology. We don't have the technology. We don't have the advanced technology which can easily segregate the rare earth metal from the ore. And if any country or if you don't have the advanced technology, then it would be expensive. Okay, so extraction of the rare earth metal from ore is very difficult. So if India has the deposition, then why India is importing this rare earth metal from China? Because there is a expensive, this is more expensive. If India extract the rare earth metal in the form of ore and then extract the rare earth metal from their ore, this is very expensive. So India is mostly dependent on the import of rare earth metal on China. China is India's neighbor country, and China is India's geopolitical rival. If we are dependent on our geopolitical rival, then it would be very harmful for any country, because in the adverse condition or in the adverse situation, this country will stop the supply. This country would stop the supply of this type element. Then all the things which are dependent of this type of the rare earth metal will collapse. Okay, so this is very harmful. This is very difficult thing. So extraction is expensive, and that is why India is dependent on the import of the rare earth metal. Okay, Indian Rare Earth Metal Limited, IREL, a government of India undertaking, the KMMI, a Kerala state government undertaking, are actively engaged in the mining and the processing of beach sand minerals from the placer deposits. Placer is a deposits in which different type of elements is found. Okay, so there are two institutions which is on the next. One is one in national level, and the second is at state level. That is the IREL this is the government, central government undertaking, and this is the KMMI, this is the Kerala state government undertaking. Both are collectively working on the rare earth material extraction and the other things related to the rare earth material. Okay, so this is the important status, or this is the status of the rare earth material in the India. Okay, and at the present time, what is the status? As per the Foreign Trade Policy 2015 to 2020 and the effective policy on the export and import, the import of ores and the concentrates of rare earth metals and the rare earth oxide, including rutile sand, are permitted freely. And according to this policy, to import of this rare earth metal is permitted freely. Okay, so government of India, or in this policy, this has been approved. Okay. Okay, so I think you understand what is the rare earth metals. What is the strategic importance of the rare earth metal? What is the strategic importance of the rare earth metal? What is the environmental significance of the rare earth metal? What is the status of the rare earth metal in the India? And why India or any country are focusing on the rare earth metal utilization or the uses? Because it is the future element, because we are entered into the digital era, and this rare earth metal is broadly used in the digital industry, and that is why this metals, or such kind of the metal, is very important metal for future. Okay, so what is the status? Why India requires the utilization of the global rare earth metal? With growing global trends in the clean technologies, the demand for the critical rare earth minerals will grow. At the present time, at the global level, we are shifting ourselves into clean energy utilization. Clean energy means the energy which is renewable, which does not has greater impact on the environment. Okay, so such type energy is the clean energy, like the hydrogen fuel, like the solar energy, like the hydro energy, or any other form of energy which does not create pollution. While late in the joining the race, the government of India is taking steps to develop and strengthen India's position in the rare earth market. Okay, India initially was not focused on the utilization or the market of the rare earth material, but at the present time, India is focusing on the rare earth material. Moreover, if India wants to position itself in the global leader in the renewable energy and be self-sufficient in the defense equipments, it should seek to reduce its dependence on the import of renewable energy equipments like the solar panels, modules, as well as the defense equipments. So there is a problem, there is a lackness in the technology, there is a lackness in the infrastructure, in the utilization of clean energy or renewable energy. India is focusing in the utilization of the clean energy, but India has some problem, some constants. Some constants are like, we don't have the infrastructure, we don't have some technology which is utilized as advanced technology, which requires to consume, which requires to reduce the effort in the consumption of the clean energy. Okay, so in India, this is the condition now. Okay, what is the challenges before the India? What is the challenges before the India in the rare earth material uses? Challenges for India: scaling up. The key challenge for India today is to scale up upstream and the downstream processes in the rare earth metal value chain. So scale up the downstream and the upstream processes is very difficult thing, and so first challenge of first challenge before the India is to scale up. The second is the monopoly of the government. India has granted governments corporations such as the IREL a monopoly over the primary minerals that contains rare earth metals. Monazite beach sand found in the many coastal states. Okay, so this is the problem, monopoly of the government. Okay, if there is a private parties will be introduced, due to the introduction or the induction of the private parties or the private entities, the quality of the work, or you can say the competition will improve, and that competition will be positive. That competition would be a positive aspect for the country, or the positive would be proved as the positive aspect for the country. Okay, so capital intensive. The third one is the capital intensive. We are focusing in this. This is the capital intensive. There is a requirement of the capital, or the, you can say, the heavy or the large capital requirement is in this industry. Competition from the world, and it is established challenge in all sector. There is a competition from the other countries, so you should, if you want to establish yourself as a in the market of the rare earth metal, then you should will face, or you will face challenges, and you have to work, you has to work on the improvement of the quality of product. If you you have to work on the different sector associated with this rare earth material production. Okay, so competition from the world. Okay, that are the challenges. Those are the challenges. And now, what is the issues before the India? Difficult to mine, monopoly of few, and the supply chain. Okay, so these are the issues or the challenges. What are the environmental impact of the rare earth material? What are the environmental earth impact? Okay, so in the challenges there is an environmental impact. Okay, the chief concern is that rare earth elements are bound up in mineral deposits with the low level radioactive elements thorium exposure, which has been linked to the increased risk of the developing lungs and pancreatic and other cancer. So environmental impact, this elements has some health issues, maybe cause for the health issue. Okay, this is maybe cause for the health issues like the lung disease or the pancreatic or other cancers. Next challenge is the Chinese dominance. Amid the transition to the green energy, in which the rare earth minerals are sure to play a role, China's market dominance is enough to sound an alarm to the Western capitals. China has the maximum deposition, and this rare earth metal would be very helpful in the field of the green energy. And if the China has the dominance in the green on the green energy, then it would be very harmful, and it would be very risky for the Western capitals or the Western countries. Okay, so what are the suggestion? What are the way forward for the rare earth material in the context of the India? The new department for the rare earths. Okay, the new departments for the rare earths are required. The best move forward might be create a new department for rare earth under the Ministry of Petroleum, Natural Gas, drawing on the exploration, exploitation, refining, and the regulation capabilities. So we should focus, we should develop, or we should establish a department, new department, which are completely dedicated to drawing its exploration related to the rare earth metal, how to exploit the rare earth metal, how to refine, and the regulation capabilities related to the rare earth metal. Allow private companies. Second point is allow the private companies. Okay, DRE should oversee the policy formulation and the focus on the attracting investment and the promoting research and development, with its first move being to allow private sector companies. Okay, without research and development, you cannot grow any sector of the nation or any sector of the country. So you should focus on the research and development. We should focus, and for the research and development, there is a requirement of the investment. So who can invest? The private parties can invest So you should focus, you should open the investment process, or you should focus the you should open the door of the investment. Okay. Autonomous regulator, there is a requirement of the autonomous regulator. It should also create the autonomous regulator and the rare earth regulatory authority of India to resolve the disputes between the companies and the space and the check and compliances. If you allow the private party, then there would be a competition, and if there would be competition, there is a requirement of many regulation and the policies. If many regulation and laws will exist, then dispute is a natural thing. If there are possibility to dispute, so you should establish a dispute redressal mechanism. Okay, you should develop a dispute redressal mechanism, and that dispute redressal mechanism are an autonomous regulator which are not under the pressure of any authority. Now, the next suggestion is better coordination. There are requirement of the better coordination. Okay, the DRE could coordinate with the other agencies to partner directly with the groupings such as the Quad, building up the strategic reserve as the buffer against global supply crisis. So there is a requirement of the better coordination. Okay, and the next is encourage Indian firms. So we should focus on the endogenetic things. Okay, we should focus on the indigenous thing. Okay, because if we develop our country, or we develop Indian firms, then it would be very helpful for country's economy in future. So we should focus on the develop or encourage the Indian firms in the field of the rare earth materials. Okay, in the field of the rare earth materials. So this is your answer. This is your question related to the. I hope all the things are covered related to the rare earth material. Rare earth material. We discussed what is the rare earth material, what are the significance, what are the India's position, what are the India's position, what are the challenges, what are the suggestion. We discussed these aspects related to the rare earth material, and I hope this is sufficient. This is more enough than sufficient. So you should focus on this. You should make the notes of this topic, and this is very helpful, and this is very important topic for your upcoming examination. So we will meet in the next session. I hope you enjoyed this session, and please do not forget to subscribe this channel. So please subscribe this channel and share this video and like this video. Thank you so much.